How can we face death? Sadly, I think that question's on a lot of people's minds these days. Of course, we know that at the end of life here on earth, each one of us is going to die, but I'm talking about something different. Events in our country and around the world have many of us thinking that maybe we're going to face death sooner than what we thought. There's so many ways to die, whether it's a murder or an assassination, whether it's an accident or a sickness. We face death on a daily basis. How can we live like that? How can we face death? We realize the Bible has so much comfort for us in the face of death. Today I want to share with you two little verses. First, in the Old Testament, in Psalm 139, verse 16, David writes this: "All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." Understand what he's saying? He's talking to God, and he confesses to God this faith that David has. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. In other words, God has already written down in his book every single day of your life. Do you know what that means? Your death cannot come one single minute before God's already planned it for you. Your death isn't going to be determined by some murderer or some chance accident or some random sickness. Even before you were born, God planned out exactly how your life would go and exactly on what day you would die. That means your life is in God's hands. You can live facing death knowing that you won't die a single moment before God has planned it out for you. There's more good news. And that comes from Jesus. In John chapter 11, verses 25 and 26, Jesus says, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die." The Bible's comfort isn't just, well, God knows when you're going to die. The Bible's comfort is that Jesus Christ came to save us from death. He gives us the promise that for those who believe in Jesus, even death isn't the end. In fact, your soul isn't ever going to die. The day that your body dies is the day that your soul gets to rise and be with Jesus in heaven. And even for your body, the resurrection and the life, Jesus is going to come back and raise your body and give you eternal life with him in heaven. You don't have to be afraid of death, because through faith in Jesus, you're going to keep on living. Death is just the day you go from this world of tears to be forever with Jesus in heaven. I know that there's death all around us. I know that it creates fear in our sinful human hearts. How do you face death? With trust in Jesus and his promises. Your life is in Jesus' hand. It's a good place for it to be. God bless you.